Golfmagic Think your local pro is expensive. Think again. It seems working with Tiger allows you to charge a fortune. 1. Butch Harmon $1,500 per hour famously worked with Tiger Woods from 1996 to 2002, when Tiger won his first 8 majors. Harmon is probably the most recognizable coach in the world, thanks to his television work. He currently casts his eye over Ricky Fowler and Phil Mickelson's moves, among others. Sometimes we get so afraid of hitting bad shots, making bad pitches, we don't let ourselves pitch good ones, he says. That nuggets for free. 2. Hank Haney $15,000 per day. After Butch came Harmon, who teamed up with Woods for 6 major titles. They were a duo from $20,040,000 2010. Haney says, my philosophy as a teacher is to teach my students to become their own best teacher by getting them to understand the flight of the golf ball and how it relates to the swing, with emphasis on swinging the golf club on their own correct swing plane. 3. Dave Pelz $20,000 per day. Known for his knowledge on the short game. His Short Game Bible book was a bestseller when released in 1999. It's your bad shots and weaknesses, not your strengths, that largely determine your scores, he says. 4. David Ledbetter $3,500 for 3 hours. Famous for rebuilding the swing of Nick Faldo in the 1980s, has a particular interest in the mechanics and psychology of golf. He's also worked with Michelle Wie, Lydia Ko, Greg Norman and Ernie Els throughout the years. Is there such a thing as a technically perfect swing? If there is, I have yet to see it, he says. 5. Sean Foley $1,000 per hour. Another of Tiger's coaches, Foley worked with the Big Cat from 2010 to 2014. The Canadian also worked with Englishman Justin Rose since 2009 and uses a scientific approach to coaching. Rose said, Sean does not look at me as a golfer. He looks at me as an athlete and from a biomechanical point of view. He is not necessarily wrapped up in what makes a swing pretty. He wants what works for me from a scientific point of view. This is not necessarily the position that everyone strives for, but that is what I like about Sean. 6. Chris Como $3,000 per half-day. Relatively unknown before Woods decided to hire Como as a swing consultant in 2014. Known as a deep thinker, it was thought Woods favored Como because of his knowledge of the golf swing and its relation to injury. 7. Dave Stockton $600 per hour. A two-time major champion in his own right, Stockton is known as a guru when it comes to putting. The American worked with Phil Mickelson, and wrote a best-selling book called Unconscious Putting, released in 2011. The key ideas are simple. Find your own signature and stick to it, and follow a consistent routine, he says. 8. Peter Kostis $500 per hour. Kostis counts Paul Casey and Bernhard Langer among his pupils and also taught Kevin Costner to play for the film Tin Cup.